Okay, so we're on our way over to Kuta from Sanua. I've just been through Denpasar, but I'm not going to take this main road. It won't give you a true representation of what it's like in the villages. So I'm going to go down this way, and that'll give you a better idea of what local life at the present moment is in these villages, or banjars as they call them, and hopefully you'll get a better idea. This road here leads all the way through to Kuta, so it's a roundabout way of getting there, but nevertheless, nothing like a challenge. I'll leave this mask off for a while and you can hear the audio a bit better. A bit breezy today, but nevertheless, we shall continue. The other thing is here, law to ride with a helmet, and as you can see in front of me, nobody wants to wear a helmet. There's just no policing, you know. I hardly ever see any police on the road. If they are, they're escorting some dignitary to lunch, or some official do, but you don't see them pulling people over for not wearing helmets and stuff like that. As you can see, there's no real traffic rules being enforced here. People just do as they like. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. But there's lots of little shops open, so again, they're all family affairs, I should imagine, and whether the family owns the block of land that they're on, possibly the ones that are closed down may have been renting the places, and the owners said, well, if you don't pay the rent you get out, whereas I guess the others are probably owned by the families. These roads were once dirt roads through here, but they built onto them, and unfortunately they didn't make them wide enough. So with the influx of people into Bali and also into Indonesia, more bikes and more cars, unfortunately. So when they're all back on the road, which they're not now, but when they're all back on the road, it gets a bit chaotic here. This is pretty easy travelling at the moment. It's pretty quiet on the street. And as you can see, the main mode of transport is motorbikes. Some people wear a mask, some people not wear a mask. Some people wearing helmets, some people not wearing helmets. So, nobody seems to care. Okay, so we're moving out now of the village areas, and get up here, we'll cross over this river, and then we're starting to head into the Kuta area. There's a girl's right side saddle here if they've got a dress on or a sarong. I think it's a bloody horse. Okay, so this is the main road, Sunset Road here. Got a lot of traffic on there. There's an underpass. We're just going over the underpass. The underpass goes from there and continues on out to Nusa Dua. These areas here are normally chock-a-block full of cars. motorbikes. You know, to get anywhere. I mean, that trip from Denpasar to here is as quick as, you know, you want it to be, but normally that would probably take about half an hour, 3/4 of an hour, if not longer, with the traffic. And this road here is usually bumper to bumper. This is the outskirts of Kuta, yeah, Kuta, I think. Legian's over there on my right. So I'll go to Kuta first and get an idea of what's happening there. I can remember times here to take 20 minutes to get along this section of road up to this corner up here and turn left. Oh, look at that, it took 20 seconds. As you can see, these streets are so narrow that there's no way in the world they'll ever be able to widen them. Now on my right is the Chinese temple. Don't worry about riding on the right side of the road here. Lights or not? There we go, no problem. Now we're coming into Kuta itself. You see all these shops here? All empty. You can see some of the people have pulled all their gear out of it. They probably won't be coming back. And full of massage parlours and, you know, the odd shoe shop, and only shoe shops by the looks of it. But this street here used to be full of tourists, full of tourists. Crying shame. I think this is Singasari, Jalan Singasari. See if I can find a signpost that'll tell me. See if I can decipher them. See, all these shops here are all closed. There's no point in being open, I guess, when there's nobody around. Take a lefty here and go down. Now this is, I think, call this Jalan Pentakuta, I think. Pentakuta. This is the main drag in Kuta. And believe me, it'll take you about 3/4 of an hour to get from one end to the other. At the moment you could probably do it in 30 seconds. Have a look at this, so sad. Even the big places are closed down. There's just nothing happening anywhere. Restaurant, most of the furniture's gone out of there. Another gum, all closed up. Too much closed. Water Bomb, that's closed. Very popular place, Water Bomb. That's closed down. Just Discovery shopping mall, which you're hard pressed to walk around freely in there. But Sogo is still open by the look of it, yeah. So I guess that's still open. But Sogo's pretty big affair, so I guess they got a few quid wrapped up. Hotel looks like it's still open. Occasional sign out that we're still open. And the motorbikes for hire there. Circle K, most of the Circle Ks are open. But this area here, you know, I mean, the amount of tourists that used to walk up and down this section of the street. Now look at them. Hardly even an Indonesian walking up and down. Indonesians don't like walking too much. They like their motorbikes. Bebrus, well that's closed. It's a big hotel. I'm not saying that they closed down completely forever. They're just waiting for it all to return. Whether they can hold on long enough, I don't know. But you know, there's hundreds of thousands of kids and Indonesians working in these places that have all been laid off. And, you know, they don't have a welfare system here, so God knows what they're doing. A lot of them will return to their villages, their kampungs, in the country to work the farm. Up there. Yeah, it's very sad indeed. Now this area here still got a couple of shops open because, you know, there's domestic tourists here come through here, so I guess I doubt whether the ones at the back would be open, but these few catch people's eye. There's a couple in there that are open. Not many. Hello. Apa kabar? Where all these cars are coming from? Terima kasih. Halo sayang, apa kabar? She's shy. She's called Malu. Malu. She's Malu. So, Pentakuta. Let's have a quick look in here. Not a lot happening, of course. Okay, so here we are at Pentakuta. Pantai meaning beach. Well, I assume it means beach. And as you can see, or as you can't see, there's nobody around. And it's 12:15 in the afternoon. We look all the way down the beach there, which is normally flooded with tourists. And that is just one sad looking beach. Well, I mean, the beach looks lovely, but not a soul on it. You can count them on one hand. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 guys out surfing. Down the beach there's 1, 2, 3, 4 people within about a mile and a half on the beach. That's incredible. Normally there'd probably be about 4,000, so very, very sad affair. One pleasant thing about it is there's no touts, so they become quite annoying at times, but you probably wish you'd see a tout here occasionally. Even they can't make it quit, so God knows how they survive. Anyway, we'll leave it there and we'll go somewhere else. So yeah, here we are in the main part of Kuta Beach, and we'll have a quick look around here. It's not going to take long because there's not a lot of people here. But one thing I do notice is they've got these water containers and stuff to clean your hands with, which is a pretty good thing. So let's have another look around. This area here used to be just full of red eskies, which were, I think they were Coca-Cola eskies, but they were stocked full of Bintang beer for the tourists. But no tourists, no eskies, no people. Just a couple of locals sitting out here taking it all in. I look down there and I can see 1, 2, 3, 4. Probably the same 4 that I saw from the other place. They're very sad. A couple of little kids roaming around with their parents. There's no school at the moment, so everybody's doing home study, I guess. Well, you'd want to hope so. And one person out there surfing. Another fella here. A bad little wave for him. No, it's 2 there surfing. Now there's Discovery Mall down there. Big white building. And a lot of cranes down there near the airport. I don't know what's happening down there. That's the airport down there. So okay, so that's Kuta Beach. Over and out. So here we are now on Starbucks close there. This is, I think they call it Jalan Pentakuta. Runs alongside the beach. They put up this big brick wall here to stop the sand from coming out onto the road. So a lot of places along here closed too. Big shopping mall up here, which I think is open. Poppy's Lane there. So here's the start of this mall. Called Beach Walk. Very popular in the early days, beginning of the year. See most of these motorbikes. I would say most of those are staff, which is probably a good thing that a lot of them have still got jobs. Park anywhere. Probably a few locals here. But as far as the eye can see, there's nobody around. Up and down this street here, you would see people everywhere. Now it's deserted. Again, I stress, it's so sad. Will it ever return to normal? I doubt it very much. If it is going to return, it's going to take a hell of a long time. And I don't know how these people here are going to survive. Okay, for people like, you know, you're out of work in Australia, you can go on the dole. Here there is no dole, so they have to scrounge for food and rent wherever they live. And a lot of them go back to, as I said before, a lot of them go back to their villages and work the farms. But they get paid a pittance there. Well, I mean, they don't need to live on a lot, but even so, it's nice to have something to spend on a bowl of rice or something. So it's, I think it's going to get worse before it gets better. It's okay, we'll clock off here and we'll head down to Legian and just go through one of the streets of Legian, give you an idea there. That'll probably close it off because much of a muchness everywhere else. Stones Hotel. That looks like it's still open. Okay, I'll shut this camera down. Okay, so this is Jalan Legian, another popular street for tourists, and as you can see, there's no tourists. Nearly all the shops are closed here. It's sad affair. We'll go down here, see what's happening down here. This is Jalan Pentakuta. Again, you'd be hard pressed to get down this street at back in, say, January this year. But all these places are closed off. I'll go a bit slower so you can get an idea. Be a place around the corner here that I used to frequent quite often. I'll go and have a look in there. Again, everything closed. The old Y bar up here. We used to come over from Sanur every now and then and have a little bit of a rage. And oh, it looks like it's open. There's not too many people around. Plus you've got the Melbourne Cup on today. There's 2 people in there watching it. It gives you an idea of how many people are still around. Alright, so I won't worry about going down to Seminyak because it's going to be the same. It just gives you an idea of what's happening in the tourist section and how they're coping in there and out in the suburbs. You know, obviously in the tourist area you've got to spend a hell of a lot more money, so the locals are not going to come here. And you know, you get a coffee over there for about 50 cents. Here you've got to pay about $5. So it gives you a fair indication. Obviously, you know, better coffee, but coffee's a coffee to me. So that's what I'm going to do. Being a tight ass that I am, I'm going to head back to the suburbs, the village, the Bunjar, whatever you want to call them, and have myself a 50-cent coffee. How can I go wrong? And an iced tea is only $4, 45 cents. So, now which way shall I go? I think I'll go back this way. Oh, traffic. Look out, 3 motorbikes in a row. And a taxi coming. They'd be feeling a pinch too, the old taxis. What a shame. Alright, so we'll close it off here and maybe enjoy this little stint. And, hope to see you all over here when things are on the improve, which God knows when. We'll up here and turn this thing off. So until next time, we'll catch you all later.